Hi everyone. The sixth incident, I was 12 years old. I was accompanied by my mother to a public hospital to consult my severe cold. When the intern doctor looked at my nose and throat and saw a cold in my throat, and what he did was he took a piece of cotton and dipped it in a bottle with just medicine and inserted into my mouth until landed in my throat. And suddenly I had difficulty breathing until I could not breathe. The doctor was surprised and just looked at me until my body seemed to harden. After a while, the reaction of the drug was slow. I gradually became more and more tired breathing until the effect of the drug was completely disappeared. And when I became very depressed and I was sweating profusely due to the stupidity of the intern doctor, I almost died. He tried the medicine, he did not know the reaction was bad, and he did not think to apply first aid in my situation. I had difficulty breathing. I almost died because he was stoned. So I feel the secret is very angry to him, but I also try to understand his condition because I know he was just a beginner. A few years later, my mother died, and once I visited my mother's grave, and when I was on my way home, I walked to take LRT station to my home, and as I was walking, I saw a private hospital, and I went in to find out what the difference was between a public hospital. And when I was inside the hospital, I looked at the bulletin board, and unexpectedly, I saw the photo and name of doctor who treated my throat, and he was the first doctor who operated on my nasal polyps, and I read that he was a full-fledged specialist doctor at EENT. And I went out to go home, and as I was walking, I felt pleasure in what I found out in the hospital about him as fully specialist doctor of EENT. The seventh incident, I was 13 years old. My friend and I went to the Manila Bay to hunt sea crabs in the sea. When we are in the middle of the road, I suddenly crossed the other side of the street, but I was hit a car and fell down and lost consciousness. When I regained my composure and opened my eyes, I saw the car tire very close to my face because the hair on my head rested on the tire, and I got out from under the car and ran toward the sea. But the driver got out of the car and chased me, and when it overtook me, he hit me in the ass once. Soon the police came and asked me if I was feeling pain. I said there was a little scratch on my knee, and the owner of the vehicle told the police that he was willing to help at all costs. So the police told me I would go to them when there was a problem, but I felt good, so I did not go to the police station. The eighth incident, I was 14 years old. My friend invited me to go to the sea to take a bath, and I told my mother that my friend and I were going to the sea, and my mother agreed, and we left. And when we came to the sea, we went down to the water to swim. And while we were having fun swimming, it entered my mind to swim away by the sea. And as I was a bit far away, I felt something on my right leg that seemed to stare, but ignore. And I continued to swim. But I felt my right leg starting to tingle, so I stopped swimming. And I was nervous because at any time I could drown, and I prayed to God to help me. The first thing that came to my mind was that I dig until I reached the ground, and I kicked my left foot hard upwards towards the direction of seashore. And as I rose above the water, I took up a deep breath and dived again to repeat the kick I did because it was good. And I did it again and again until the water was even in my eyes. And I just kicked my left foot towards the rock of the seashore, and I sat down to rest because my right leg was still a bit steering. And my friend asked me what happened. I said I just stared at my right leg. And after a while, we went home. And when I came to our home, I did not tell my mother what happened to me because she would just be angry with me. Just up to here, and I will continue the 9 to 11 incident. Thank you for watching patiently, and please don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much. Bye.